You know that feeling when people talk about Southeast Asia and Malaysia somehow gets skipped for Thailand's beaches or Vietnam's street food? Like this country is just a layover between more interesting destinations? Yeah, we're fixing that today. If you've landed on Passport Unfolded, you know we're not here to give you the same Kuala Lumpur shopping mall itinerary or tell you Malaysia is just a cheaper Singapore. We're talking about the real Malaysia, the one with colonial cities that feel frozen in time, islands with water so clear you can see 30 meters down, rainforests older than the Amazon, and food that'll make you question why you ever bothered with Thai cuisine. We're diving into experiences from futuristic cities to UNESCO heritage towns, from tea plantations in the clouds to orangutans swinging through Borneo jungles. So hit that like button and subscribe, because we've got Southeast Asian destinations coming your way that prove Malaysia deserves way more time than that 2-day Kuala Lumpur stopover everyone does. Let's start with Kuala Lumpur's PETRONAS Towers, because these twin towers dominated the skyline since 1998 and remain the world's tallest twin structures at 452 meters. The towers are iconic, with their Islamic-inspired design and that sky bridge connecting them on the 41st and 42nd floors. The Skybridge visit is free, but tickets are limited and distributed first come first served from 8:30 a.m., so arrive early or book online in advance. The observation deck on the 86th floor offers panoramic views across KL's sprawling cityscape. But here's what tourists miss: the view of the towers is better than the view from them. Head to Traders Hotel's Sky Bar or the rooftop helipad bar at Heli Lounge for sunset drinks, with the towers illuminated as your backdrop. The KLCC park surrounding the towers has walking paths, fountains, and that classic reflection pool photo spot. Visit the towers at night when they're lit up, creating that futuristic cyberpunk aesthetic. KL itself rewards exploration beyond the towers. Jalan Alor for street food, Brickfields for Little India atmosphere, and Bukit Bintang for shopping and nightlife. Would you visit the Skybridge? Comment below. BATU Caves, just north of Kuala Lumpur, is this massive limestone hill, with cave temples inside reached by climbing 272 rainbow-colored steps guarded by a 43-meter-tall golden statue of Lord Murugan. The main cathedral cave is stunning, with its high ceiling open to sky, Hindu shrines, and that dramatic natural light streaming through the cave opening. The caves are sacred Hindu site and major pilgrimage destination during Thaipusam festival in January or February, when devotees carry kavadis, heavy decorated frameworks, up the steps as acts of devotion and penance. The monkeys here are aggressive. They'll snatch food, water bottles, and anything shiny, so keep belongings secure and don't feed them. The Dark Cave offers guided tours through undeveloped cave systems, seeing unique fauna including blind cave spiders and bats, providing more adventurous experience than the main temple cave. Dress modestly, covering shoulders and knees, as this is active religious site, and sarongs are available for rent if needed. Visit early morning before 9 to avoid heat and crowds. or late afternoon when harsh midday sun isn't beating down on those stairs. The caves are accessible by train from KL, making them easy half-day trip. Malacca on Malaysia's west coast is UNESCO World Heritage City, where Portuguese, Dutch, and British colonial influences created this unique architectural and cultural blend. The Dutch-built Stadhuis town hall in salmon pink is iconic. Christ Church with its red exterior stands nearby, and the A Famosa Fort ruins from 1511 are all that remain of Portuguese fortifications. Jonker Street in Chinatown transforms into night market Friday through Sunday, with food stalls, antique shops, and that electric atmosphere. The Peranakan culture, Chinese immigrants who married Malays creating unique fusion culture, is strong here with Baba Nyonya Heritage Museum, showing traditional lifestyle and Peranakan restaurants serving complex dishes like ayam pongte. Take a river cruise along Malacca River, seeing street art, old warehouses converted to cafes in the city from different perspective. The Portuguese settlement near the coast preserves Eurasian community descended from Portuguese colonizers with seafood restaurants serving grilled fish. Stay overnight to experience the evening atmosphere when day trippers from KL have left. Visit year-round, though December to February brings occasional rain. Malacca shows Malaysia's layered colonial history in ways no other Malaysian city does. Georgetown on Penang Island is UNESCO-listed colonial city famous for street art, clan houses, and food scene that locals claim is Malaysia's best. The street art murals by Ernest Zakarevich, showing kids on bicycles and other whimsical scenes, have become Instagram famous. But Georgetown's real charm is wandering the shophouse-lined streets, discovering Chinese clan jetties. Ornate KUCHING clan house with its elaborate carvings and colonial buildings from British era. Penang's hawker food is legendary. Char Kway Teow at Lorong Selamat, Asam Laksa at Aratam Market, and Rojak at Gurney Drive. The diversity is staggering, with Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Peranakan influences creating unique fusion dishes. The Blue Mansion, or Cheong Fat Zay Mansion, is a restored Chinese courtyard house, offering tours and boutique accommodation. Take the funicular up Penang Hill for views across the island and cooling mountain air. Clan jetties are water villages where Chinese clans built houses on stilts, creating unique neighborhood. Georgetown rewards slow exploration over several days, eating your way through the hawker centers and discovering hidden temples and shophouses. Visit November to March for driest weather. Would you eat your way through Penang? Let me know. Langkawi is an archipelago of 99 islands off Malaysia's northwest coast with duty-free shopping, beaches, and that island paradise vibe, minus the backpacker crowds of Thai islands. Pantai Chenang is the main beach strip with resorts, restaurants, and water sports, though it's developed and crowded. Better beaches are Tanjung Ru in the north, with pristine sand and shallow water, or Da Tai Bay for luxury resort vibes. The cable car up Mount Ma Chin Kong offers dramatic views across the islands, and Andaman Sea with glass-bottom viewing platform for those who enjoy vertigo. Seven Wells Waterfall is a series of natural pools connected by cascades perfect for swimming if you make the challenging hike up. Island hopping tours visit Pregnant Maiden Lake, eagle feeding, and various beaches giving overview of the archipelago. Langkawi's mangrove kayaking tours through Kalim Geoforest Park show wildlife, including kingfishers, monitor lizards, and if lucky, eagles. The island has developed, significantly becoming more upscale family destination than backpacker haven. Visit November to March, avoiding April monsoon season. Langkawi offers that Malaysian beach holiday without leaving Malaysia, though it lacks the raw beauty of islands like Perhentian. Cameron Highlands in Pahang State is hill station at 1,500 meters elevation, where British colonials escaped lowland heat, growing tea, strawberries, and vegetables in the cool mountain climate. The BOH tea plantation is vast with rolling green hillsides of tea plants and viewing deck, overlooking the plantation where you can sip fresh tea while watching pickers work. The strawberry farms let you pick your own, though quality varies. It's more about the experience than amazing strawberries. The mossy forest boardwalk trails through cloud forest with trees covered in moss and lichen, creating Tolkien-esque atmosphere, especially when mist rolls through. The night market in Brinchang has local produce, flowers, and street food, showing daily life in the highlands. The colonial-era buildings like Smokehouse Hotel preserve Tudor-style architecture and afternoon tea traditions, feeling transported to English countryside except with Malaysian food. The Butterfly Farm and Lavender Gardens offer family-friendly activities, though they're somewhat touristy. Visit year-round as highland climate stays cool, though weekends and Malaysian holidays bring crowds from KL. Cameron Highlands offers pleasant climate escape from Malaysia's heat, making it perfect recovery stop during longer travels. Perhentian Islands off Malaysia's northeast coast are two islands, Perhentian Besar and Perhentian Kessel, with white sand beaches, crystal clear water, and coral reefs teeming with marine life, creating that tropical paradise everyone dreams about. Perhentian Kecil is backpacker island with Long Beach offering budget accommodation, beach bars, and social atmosphere, while Perhentian Besar is slightly more upscale with resorts and quieter beaches. The snorkeling here is exceptional with sea turtles almost guaranteed. Just swim out from most beaches and you'll see coral gardens with tropical fish and turtles cruising past. Shark Point offers chance to see blacktip reef sharks, and the waters between the islands have excellent dive sites for certified divers. The islands have no cars, just walking paths and boats connecting beaches, creating that relaxed pace. There's limited electricity with most places running generators only certain hours, and Wi-Fi is unreliable, which is either peaceful digital detox or frustrating depending on your perspective. The islands close during monsoon season, November to February, when seas are too rough for boats. Visit March to October for best weather, with April to August being peak season. Perhentians offer that Southeast Asian island experience with Malaysian hospitality. KOTA KINABALU in Sabah on Borneo Island is the gateway to Mount Kinabalu, Southeast Asia's highest peak at 4,095 meters dominating the skyline. Climbing Mount Kinabalu requires permits booked months in advance and typically involves 2-day trek staying overnight at Laban Rata Guest House at 3,300 meters before pre-dawn summit push. The climb is challenging but doesn't require technical climbing skills, just good fitness and altitude acclimatization. The summit's sunrise over Borneo is magical reward for the brutal final ascent. KK itself has the waterfront filled with seafood restaurants where you pick your fish and they grill it, the night market with local snacks, and Tunku Abdul Rahman Marine Park Islands, just offshore offering beaches and snorkeling day trips. The Sabah State Museum covers indigenous cultures and natural history, providing context for Borneo's diversity. KK works as base for Kinabalu climbs, island hopping, and exploring Sabah's attractions. Visit April to August for driest weather, especially for climbing. Mount Kinabalu is bucket list Malaysian experience, showing the country's natural diversity beyond beaches. Would you climb Malaysia's highest peak? Kuching in Sarawak on Borneo Island is a laid-back riverside city with colonial architecture, excellent food scene, and perfect base for exploring Sarawak's national parks and indigenous cultures. The waterfront promenade along Sarawak River is lovely for evening walks, watching boats, and seeing Fort Margarita across the water. The main bazaar has antique shops, handicraft stores, and cafes in historic shophouses. Kuching's food scene is diverse with Sarawak laksa, different from Penang version, being local specialty, and kek lapis, colorful layered cakes. The Sarawak Cultural Village outside the city showcases indigenous longhouses and traditions from Sarawak's various ethnic groups. Bako National Park, 37 kilometers from Kuching, protects coastal rainforest with proboscis monkeys, bearded pigs, monitor lizards, and hiking trails ranging from easy to challenging. The bizarre rock formations and secluded beaches add to the appeal. Semengo Wildlife Center has semi-wild orangutans that come to feeding platforms when fruiting season in forest is low. The city has vibrant street art scene and happening cafes showing contemporary Malaysian Borneo culture. Visit year-round, though March to October is driest. Kuching combines urban comfort with accessibility to Borneo wilderness, making it ideal Sarawak base. Putrajaya is Malaysia's purpose-built administrative capital 25 kilometers south of KL. And while it's basically a planned city of government buildings, the architecture is impressive, mixing Islamic and modern design. The Putra Mosque, with its pink granite dome, sits on artificial lake, creating postcard scenes, especially when illuminated at night. The Perdana Putra houses the Prime Minister's office complex, with distinctive green domes. Putrajaya's most interesting feature is how designed it feels. Everything planned, including the network of parks, bridges, and that massive artificial lake. The botanical gardens are vast with themed sections and tram rides for getting around. The city feels eerily quiet with wide boulevards and limited pedestrians, creating almost dystopian atmosphere. Most visitors come for photo ops of the mosques and bridges rather than extended stays. The best way to experience Putrajaya is evening cruise on the lake, seeing the illuminated buildings from water. Combine with KL visit, as it's easily accessible by train. Visit year-round, though the engineered nature of the city means it lacks seasonal interest. Putrajaya is interesting for architecture enthusiasts, showing Malaysia's ambitions as modern Islamic nation. Ipoh in Perak State is former tin mining town experiencing Renaissance as hipster destination, with colonial buildings converted to cafes, street art rivaling Georgetown, and food scene locals claim beats Penang. The old town around Jalan Bandar Timah has beautifully preserved shophouses, white coffee shops serving Ipoh's famous white coffee, which is smoother than regular coffee, and dim sum restaurants with locals queuing for tables. The street art murals throughout Old Town celebrate Ipoh's history and culture, creating walking trail. Kelly's Castle outside town is unfinished mansion built by Scottish plantation owner in early 1900s, with Moorish architecture and interesting backstory. The limestone hills surrounding Ipoh contain cave temples including Sampo Tong and Kak Lok Tong, with Buddhist shrines inside natural caves. Ipoh's chicken rice and hor fun flat rice noodles are local specialties worth seeking out. The city's compact size makes it walkable and less overwhelming than KL or Georgetown. The Lost World of Tambun is water park and hot springs, if you want family activities. Visit year-round, with December to February being slightly cooler. Ipoh offers authentic Malaysian city experience without tourist crowds, showing Malaysia beyond the typical circuit. Taman Negara, meaning national park, is one of the world's oldest rainforests at 130 million years old, covering 4,300 square kilometers across 3 states. The park protects lowland dipterocarp forest, rivers, and wildlife, including Malaysian tigers, Asian elephants, and tapirs, though seeing large mammals requires serious luck. The canopy walkway, suspended 40 meters above the forest floor, is one of world's longest canopy walks, offering treetop perspective and birdwatching opportunities. Night jungle walks with guides spot nocturnal animals, insects, and, if lucky, snakes and civets, creating somewhat nerve-wracking but memorable experience. The rapids shooting up Sungai Tembeling River to Kuala Tahan village is adventurous journey showing river life. Gunung Tahan is Peninsula Malaysia's highest peak at 2,187 meters, requiring 7 to 9 day trek for serious jungle hikers. Less extreme activities include river cruises, visiting Orang Asli indigenous villages, and hide watching at salt licks hoping animals appear. Visit February to September, avoiding October to January monsoon when trails flood. Taman Negara offers accessible ancient rainforest experience, showing Malaysia's natural heritage beyond beaches and highlands. PANGKOR Island off. Perak's coast is laid-back island escape, popular with Malaysian families but relatively unknown internationally. The island has quiet beaches like Pasir Bogak and Teluk Nipah, with golden sand and calm water, perfect for swimming and relaxing. The lack of development compared to LANGKAWI or PERHENTIAN means simpler accommodations and fewer activities, which is either drawback or benefit, depending on what you want. The island's fishing villages preserve traditional lifestyle with colorful boats and fresh seafood restaurants. The Dutch fort ruins and Phu Lin Kong Temple show the island's multicultural history. Coral Beach on PANGKOR's northwest has better snorkeling than main beaches, though it's small and gets crowded. The Hornbill Conservation Area protects these impressive birds and offers viewing opportunities. PANGKOR works perfectly for quiet beach break without the party scene or backpacker crowds. It's where Malaysians escape, not where international tourists go. The island is accessible by 30-minute ferry from Lumut, making it easy addition to West Coast itinerary. Visit March to August for driest weather. PANGKOR offers authentic, low-key Malaysian island experience without Instagram crowds. Malaysian Borneo's rainforests are among the world's most biodiverse, with species found nowhere else, including orangutans, proboscis monkeys, and rafflesia flowers, the world's largest flowers reaching up to 1 meter diameter. The rainforests stretch across Sabah and Sarawak, with multiple national parks protecting different ecosystems. Gunung Mulu National Park in Sarawak is UNESCO's site with massive cave systems, including Deer Cave, one of world's largest cave passages, and the Pinnacles, razor-sharp limestone formations requiring challenging climb to see. The evening bat exodus from Deer Cave, seeing millions of bats spiraling out, is spectacular. Danam Valley and Malio Basin in Sabah protect pristine lowland dipterocarp forest with research stations and luxury lodges offering immersive jungle experiences. The canopy walkways, night drives, and river cruises increase wildlife spotting chances. The indigenous peoples, including Iban, Kadazan Dusun, and others, maintain traditional relationships with the forest, though modern pressures threaten these cultures. Visiting these rainforests requires planning, guides, and acceptance that wildlife sightings aren't guaranteed despite the biodiversity. The experience of being in ancient primary rainforest surrounded by sounds and life is profound regardless of what animals you see. Visit March to October for best conditions. So there you have it, 16 ways to experience Malaysia beyond the Kuala Lumpur shopping malls and that obligatory BATU Caves selfie. Every recommendation is in the description with practical tips for timing and getting around, so you can build your Malaysian adventure that shows you this country's incredible diversity. Malaysia packs in futuristic cities, colonial heritage towns, pristine islands, ancient rainforests, and some of Southeast Asia's best food, creating destination that deserves way more time than the quick stopover most travelers give it. If this gave you ideas for Malaysia, smash that subscribe on Passport Unfolded, because we're exploring destinations that get overshadowed by their more famous neighbors but absolutely deserve your attention. Drop a comment telling me which Malaysian destination you're most excited to visit. Are you team islands and beaches, team culture and food, or team wildlife and rainforest? Until next time, keep exploring places that prove the best destinations are often the ones everyone overlooks while rushing to the obvious choices. And remember, the best travel stories happen when you give a place enough time to reveal its layers beyond the tourist highlights. Now get out there and see the real Malaysia.